Hello friends, welcome here at TNV Academy. In this session, we will understand the determining feasibility of audit, clause 6.2.3 of ISO 19011-2018. Now, we will tell the outcome of this chapter. This clause enables the auditor to understand the requirement for determining feasibility of audit. Now, we will tell introduction of the determining feasibility of audit. In this subclause 6.2.3 determining feasibility of audit, we will explain what clause requirement says and how the feasibility of audit can be determined. And there are several factors from which we can define the feasibility of audit, and all these factors we will discuss in brief in this session. Now, requirement of the clause 6.2.3. The feasibility of the audit should be determined to provide reasonable confidence that the audit objectives can be achieved. The determination of feasibility should take into consideration factors such as availability of the following. Point 1. Sufficient and appropriate information for planning and conducting the audit. Point 2. Adequate cooperation from the auditee. Point 3. Adequate time and resources for conducting the audit. Here is a note. Resources include access to adequate and appropriate information and communication technology. Where the audit is not feasible, an alternative should be proposed to the audit client in the agreement with the auditee. Now, let's understand what clause requirement says. The possibility of audit will be defined to give the appropriate belief that we can achieve the audit objectives. The feasibility of audit will be defined on several factors such as availability of the following: enough and proper information for the planning and organizing the audit, enough support of the audit client, enough time duration and resources such as assets, webcam and portal, health and safety equipment, and such equipments which is required in the audit. Here is another note. Resources include access to adequate and appropriate information and communication technology. Where the audit is not possible, the substitute will be proposed to the audit client in arrangement with the auditee. Now, let's take an example how to write non-conformities against clause 6.2.3 of the ISO 19011-2018. Standard. The feasibility of the audit should be determined to provide reasonable confidence that the audit objectives can be achieved. The determination of feasibility should take into consideration factors such as the availability of the following. Point 1. Sufficient and appropriate information for planning and conducting the audit. Point 2. Adequate cooperation from the auditee. Point 3. Adequate time and resources for conducting the audit. Note: resources include access to adequate and appropriate information and communication technology. Where the audit is not possible, an alternative should be proposed to the audit client in arrangement with the auditee. Non-conformity evidence. During the review, it was found that the feasibility of audit not properly defined factors including audit time as per mandate table and resources like computer with required software, internet for reporting, and communication not provided, which is needed for the audit. Dear friends, we have now come to the conclusion of this training session. See you soon with an exciting new topic. Till then, goodbye.